Hey folks, good morning or good afternoon. This is Nelson J. Zambrano here, investing in America. Okay, folks, I've got a lot of people asking me about, hey, Nelson, Puerto Rico, what's going on? So, couple of things here on why you should consider looking at, why you should invest in Puerto Rico, or at least take a good long look at Puerto Rico. So, first things first, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Puerto Ricans are American, just as American is you or I. Okay, so Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, which means it is part of the United States. The fact that it's a territory gives it some, I'm not going to say the word privileges, but it does. Okay, it does. And one of the things that it gives them is it gives them a lot of autonomy. And the U.S. does a lot of things to improve the economy of Puerto Rico. So, for example, one of the things that it does, that the U.S. does, is that Puerto Rico has incredibly favorable tax laws for investors, better than any of the 50 states. Take, for example, long taxes on long-term rental income. I repeat, long-term rental income has zero taxes. Zero. Yes, you heard it right. I said zero taxes. So long-term rental income has zero taxes whatsoever. So no need to get funny with the accountant anymore. That's it. You don't have to pay no taxes on your long-term rental income. I'll talk about short-term rental income in another video, another episode. But so that's one big thing to take a look at. The second big thing is the market for vacation rentals in Puerto Rico. There is a huge shortfall of vacation rentals. Now, I would have thought that that wasn't the case, but there is a huge shortfall, which means for your short-term rental income investors, your short-term rentals, Airbnbs, VRBOs, the government of Puerto Rico looks highly favorably upon it. And if you go larger, let's say under the boutique hotel, which is, I think it's 7 units and above, it did 7 units and above to about 50, very favorable. Again, there's another video coming up on that. But so this is not one of those places where you have to worry about that they're out to get you and this craziness that New York did. No, they look favorably upon short-term rental income investors. If you have an Airbnb, Puerto Rico is a great place to look at. So that is something else that you want to be looking at. The fact that the government of Puerto Rico looks highly favorably on short-term rental income investors. So that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing that it has that. The other big thing is if we're looking at market seasons, right? Right. You've got a high season, low season. Puerto Rico, it's got something that a lot of places don't have. It has more than one season, more than one high season. It's got two seasons. It's got December through April. That's where all the tourists comes and the people trying to get away from the cold from all over the U.S., right? They're trying to get to Puerto Rico. They want to get there. And most people want to have a little, they're not really interested in staying in the big hotel. They want a kind of a very unique place to stay. So Puerto Rico is that place. Now, throw on top of that, there's a second season, which is in the summertime. Now, the summertime, who wants to go to the tropics in the summertime? Well, all those guys that are the New Yorkers, Chicago Ricans, California Ricans. Why? Because school's out and they get a chance to go visit the abuela or abuelo. So they stay with the family. Well, they visit the family, spend a lot of time with him. But when it comes time to rest and relax and sleep, they go to a short-term rental, an Airbnb, VRBO property. So that is amazing. So when one season ends, another high season begins. So you've got two back-to-back very nice seasons in there thrown in. Throw on top of that is that is the time when Puerto Ricans who are from Puerto Rico do the stay-at-home, stay vacations. So what do? Let's say they live in San Juan, but they might go to Cabo Rojo to spend the weekend or spend a few days, or they might go to El Yunque. So this is amazing, is that the staycation people, it's a lot simpler and cheaper for them to stay on island and travel maybe an hour max, and they get a totally different environment versus hopping on a plane, going to Disney, going to New York, going to all these places, right? So you have that second season, right? So that's a fantastic thing. So in the summertime, when you have that huge lull, let's say in South Florida, you got a lull that happens. You don't have that in Puerto Rico. So that's fantastic. So those are some reasons why you should consider investing, or at least taking a good long look at Puerto Rico. And there's going to be more coming up on that. So the first thing is, guess what? This is not even a reason, but this needs to become common knowledge. Puerto Rico is part of the United States. They have dollars here. At the same time, it has a very Latin, and I don't mean Miami Latin, I mean Latin flavor to it, and Caribbean all rolled up into one, and it's part of the U.S. So that's a fantastic thing. So the first thing is, let's go back, recap one. Puerto Rican tax laws are very, very favorable to investors, incredibly favorable to investors. I call it the Monaco of the United States. So there you go. You heard it here first. Second of all, there's a shortfall of vacation rentals, and the government of Puerto Rico wants to have more short-term rentals. Why? There's a huge shortfall of vacation rental housing. So that is a big thing. So they're kind of like in our court, so to speak. And the third thing is you have a nice long tourist season. Two of them, as a matter of fact. One is December through April, and the other one is really kind of July and August. You could say June, July, August there. So one is you have the people from the outside coming in, and then you have people local who, that's their tourist time, and you have the New Yorkers, Chicago Ricans, California Ricans, all these folks. Now you got Orlando Ricans, a lot of them showing up. So they're coming back to visit the family, and they stay in Airbnb. So that's about it, folks. What I'd like you to do is tell me if you like this information. Hit like, hit the subscribe button, and more information is coming up. A lot of good things, all right? Y'all take care now. Bye.